Welcome to Your Inbox Last Night, the podcast where we sift through hundreds of fintech and payments newsletters to spotlight the stories you can't afford to miss. We know your time is valuable, so we'll guide you to the most newsworthy insights and point you directly to the sources. I'm Chris Bentley, filling in for Sam Aracosta. Mr. X has the day off. It's January 20th, and we've got an exciting lineup for you today. So whether you're commuting, working, or just pretending to listen while scrolling Instagram, we've got you covered. Before we dive in, here's a quick teaser of what's coming up. Revolut takes a bold step to combat impersonation scams. Australia's election is affecting credit card surcharges, but maybe not for the reasons we might expect. And the Trump family dives into Memecoins, because of course they do. Let's get into it. Starting, as we always do, with popular industry newsletters. Let's kick things off with FinExtra. Revolut is stepping up to fight impersonation scams with a new app feature designed to keep customers safe. Instead of relying on phone calls, where fraudsters are pros at pretending to be your bank, customers will communicate directly through the Revolut app. It's like having a secure hotline to your bank in your pocket. Nice one, Revolut. And speaking of European innovation, Fintech also reports that Sweden's central bank is asking local banks to join the Target Instant Payment Settlement System, or TIPS. This system promises to enable instant cross-currency payments within Europe. Over to the papers, where politics meets payments. Australia's upcoming federal election has stirred debate about banning credit and debit card surcharges. Why? Because these fees are adding to the cost of living pressures, and politicians think removing them could level the playing field for consumers. Interestingly, this isn't your typical big bank lobbyist situation like in the US. Could actually about helping residents. Who knew payments could be so altruistic? Let's have a look at our favorite substacks. Next up, This Week in Fintech is putting the spotlight on Africa, and the news is bittersweet. Funding for African startups has declined by 31% in 2024. It's a tough stat to hear, but the Substack also highlights how fintech innovation across the continent is thriving despite these challenges. Africa's resilience in fintech. Meanwhile, Fintech Brain Food takes us on a roller coaster ride with their analysis of two meme coins proposed by, you guessed it, the Trump family. Here are just some of the juicy predictions. Geopolitical adversaries could use tokens to curry favor. Every celebrity will launch their own coin. Retail traders might get crushed, and federal regulators will likely look the other way. It's the Wild West out there, folks. Now, checking in on crypto and Web3 news. This Week in Fintech has not one but two Coinbase stories worth noting. First, Coinbase has warned customers that it may have to share platform data with the CFTC as part of its ongoing battle against the SEC. Talk about being stuck between a rock and a hard place. Second, Coinbase plans to offer Bitcoin-backed loans through the lending platform Morpho. And finally, a listener-granted segment we're adding. Let's check out today's AI news report. Fintech Tris is launching a 4-part series on AI in financial services, and today's part 1 covers market forces, vertical leaders, and real-life applications. If you're curious about where AI is headed in fintech, this series promises to deliver the goods. Meanwhile, the AI platform Perplexity has made headlines by acquiring Read CV, a LinkedIn rival. Who needs open-to-work banners when you have AI doing the job search for you? Last but not least, Visa has acquired FeatureSpace, an AI platform specializing in transaction monitoring and fraud prevention. Another notch in Visa's belt as they fight to stay ahead against financial fraud. That's it for today's episode of Your Inbox Last Night. I'm Chris Bentley. Thanks for tuning in and letting us be your guide to the day's most newsworthy insights. Remember, the real value is in the sources. Check out the newsletters we've linked to dig deeper into the stories that matter most to you. Don't forget to subscribe and share this episode with your favorite fintech friends. We'll see you back here tomorrow, same inbox. same time.